Hello everyone. This is Ishita welcoming you all to the online talk show Let's Talk, Let's Connect, presenting the third International Youth Summit. We are very delighted to welcome you all again to our 18th Impact session. Today's session will be on Dream the Impossible. Yes, you can understand that we are going to have an amazing session today as well. And this session will focus on how you can empower your mind with positive belief. And thanks a lot to our lovely audience for joining with us today. And we are really honored to have our special guest for today's session. So let's welcome our guest, Dr. Abdul Basit from UK and Mr. Ahmed Bari from Wasda, New Zealand. So thanks a lot, both of you, for joining with us today. Before proceeding, again, I would like to mention few guidelines so that, dear audience, you can have the utmost benefit from these sessions as well. So first of all, thanks a lot for commenting in the comment section. Hello, everyone, once again. Second thing, please take the pen and paper so that you can list up your learnings from this session. And the third thing, yes, you can guess it, right? Every day you are having the opportunity to win a special gift. Yes, today also we are having a gift, a training manual for you. So to have that, what you have to do, yes, like previous sessions, you have to share this live. I can say that already many of you shared. And who didn't share yet, please share this live on your timeline and make sure your privacy must have to be public in your privacy setting. So we will have another surprise for you today, a twist. Every day you just fill in a Google form, right? To win that gift. Yes, today also you have to fill in that Google form, but there you need to mention a 4-digit code. And we will provide you that 4-digit code. To have that code, you have to enjoy this session throughout with concentration. Because you know why? Why? We are going to give you the digit one by one, not the 4 digit together. And once we will mention 1 digit, we are not going to repeat that again. So please give your full concentration so that you won't miss any digit. And you have to put that 4 digit on the form. Okay. So thank you, audience. Please stay with us and let's go back to our guest. So first of all, I would like to request our special guest, Dr. Abdul Basit, who is from UK and who is really doing great in his position, and he is involved with so many initiatives. But I'm not going to share all those. We will hear those from him. So I will request to introduce yourself with our audience, please, Dr. Abdul Basit.
Thank you, everyone, for having me in the show, especially Zanathun and Mr. Ahmed Bari for your wonderful invitation.
Thank you.
The session itself is by itself very important as it is. It's called the International Youth Summit. As we all know, youth are the deciders of our future, of the humanity. So it gives me an immense honor to be here. So the host asked me to introduce myself. So let me just try to introduce myself, my humble beginnings. So I was originally from India, but came to UK in my early teens, and I did my educations, everything in UK. I'm a known social activist around the world in terms of trying to promote the idea of peace, education, and trade harmony. And these are the 3 key principles which I'm trying to work on. So I think education is where you would be all happy to listen to. I'm more than happy to go through it in detail in the session. So in terms of my growth, I would say my organization, I've started my own organization. It's an international NGO. It's called World Humanitarian Drive, We are based in 9 countries, and I'm the founder and chairman of the organization. And as previously mentioned, there are 3 goals which we are trying to achieve in this world, which is peace, education, and trade harmony. So if you reverse the effect, peace comes with the right education, and the right education comes with the right finances. So just reverse the effect. If you have the right finances, you can have good education. If you have good education, you will have peace and happiness in this world. So that's what we are all striving for. And for this common objective, we have taken four main initiatives in order to achieve our goal. The first initiative which we have started is called as the campaign World Moral Day. So everybody wants peace and happiness in this world, but how are we going to work towards peace and happiness in this world? So if I ask the host, she will say, yes, I want happiness. If I ask you all, you will all say, yes, I want peace and happiness. Yes, but what is the answer for it? What is the answer? What is the foundation of peace and happiness in the world? The foundation, I give you the answer, which is a very valuable answer. So just remember this. The foundation of peace and happiness in this world is morality. If imagine a heart filled with hatred, greed, jealousy, do you think you can have inner peace within you? Do you think you can give peace to others? No. So the peace has to start from you. So for that, you need morality as the beginning. So what we are started as a campaign is World Moral Day is a day where we want United Nations to declare 2nd of September. Does anybody know what is the significance of 2nd of September? The host?
2nd of September. Can you just give us some idea about that one?
Yes, I'm there to give idea, right?
Yeah.
So the 2nd of September is the day when the Second World War ended, the last day of Second World War. So they call it as Victory Day. Imagine a day called as Victory Day. If you say somebody is on victory, that somebody is a loser, somebody has lost. So it is not a victory for an individual or a country or an organization. It is a victory for humanity. So in order to achieve this victory for humanity, we need to have this, conduct this morality. So everybody will be achieving the victory together, and where World Moral Day will be a beginning where we can stop a 3rd World War to happen. Especially during this pandemic, a lot of problems, geopolitical situation which is happening. So this is the time where we have to insist on this morality so people can thrive through this morality and go through. Our second initiative is called as the Science Bazaar. I'm pretty sure a lot of science students are over here who would be very much happy to understand what exactly the Science Bazaar is about. So I know a lot of you, it can be youth, it can be even young children, it can be even elderly people who have got a lot of ideas, especially from the Asian and African countries. They have so much of ideas thriving through them. But these ideas cannot be pipelined. And after 6 months, it ends up in some other working shops, some far eastern country. And then this idea is being developed without their knowledge. So they don't have any kind of authority over it. So in order to streamline it, in order to pipeline it, in order to make sure these inventions are on board, we developed the idea called as the Science Bazaar. So the Science Bazaar acts as an initiative where all these new inventions will come into this bazaar, and this bazaar will promote the idea through investment, through propagation, through bringing these inventions to the limelight, to everything. So in the month of March, just gone March, on the 6th and 7th, we had a very big program called as the Science Bazaar in Chennai, India. We had 800 plus new inventions, ideas, posters. The theme was equally abled. Where we are trying to bring in equality for all the humanity. So it was a fantastic program. If you just Google it, you will find it. So, just by advertisements, we found out there's 800 new inventions. Imagine throughout India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, African country, all these inventions, where are they going to? So we need to get this thing going. And the third initiative we started is called as trade for peace.
Wow.
So
Great.
all of you have the idea when you hear the news. So just see the news every other time. You can see one of the world leader will say trade war, trade, okay, sanctions, embargo, all these things happen. But imagine if trade can be used for war, trade can be used for peace as well, right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
what we reverse we reverse the idea. We try to use trade as a pathway for peace. So last year we initiated a trade for peace in the month of June. So we brought in 26 countries, diplomats, leaders, policymakers, ministers. South Sudan defense minister came in. We had Doha Bank CEO. We had in one time 110 CEOs from different countries to initiate the idea of trade for peace, where we can all live together and promote the idea of peace through the trade harmony subject, which I initially mentioned about. And the fourth initiative, which we started, is called as Honoring the Honorable. There are a lot of honorable people around the world who are definitely doing their job, but very silently. These are the unsung heroes of humanity. So in order to bring them to limelight, this is our objective, and we are trying to recognize their efforts all throughout the world, be it a student, be it a youth, be it a elderly person, or a global leader. We have a various categories on that, and we are trying to initiate that. And during this COVID times, we have initiated 2 programs. I'm pretty sure that during the program, I will be able to narrate it to you. Thank you.
Sure. Sure. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Thank you for giving us insightful information. And so, dear audience, so stay with us, and definitely we will go to Mr. Ahmed Bari right now. But before that, just I would like to mention that the gift training manual, today's training manual will be on personal productivity. So today's training manual on personal productivity, we are going to share the 4-digit code, but the first digit I will share after when Mr. Ahmed Bari will highlight about today's topic. Then after that, I will come up with the first digit. Okay, so Mr. Ahmed Bari, we know that today's topic is really special, dream the impossible. Yep. And the word impossible is saying by itself, I am possible. So can you please give us the idea about today's topic?
Okay, thank you so much for joining all the audience from different countries. I can see them. And the live comment session, you're already making your comments. Thank you so much. Today we want to, I rather say that usually you give us some question, but my first question to all audience, what are the biggest challenge for you to dream big? Can you just write it down? What are the challenges you think in your mind that these are the challenge to think big or big, dream impossible? Can you just share with me? Okay, this is I want to know from you all. I'm sure that today's speaker has a huge knowledge on that, and I saw the videos recently. He's addressing an engineering university in Chennai, I think, right? And there he said, dream impossible. I like this topics, and I thought like, okay, we'll bring that and we'll work on that. And I'd like to connect with all the youth from globally. I'm sure that you have some limitation or you have some challenges you are facing. We try to address some of them, and the concept and the project already mentioned by Dr. Syed, and it's very important to actually get connected with the international platform so that your dreams can come true. So this is from me. Back to you, Ishita. And I would like to see that what are your challenges? Okay.
Yes. So thank you so much, Mr.
Yes.
Ahmed Bari. And dear audience, yes, you can write down in the comment box that what are your challenges to achieve your dream or to have a big dream. Okay. Yeah. So again, I would like to back to Dr. Abdul Basit. Okay, I would like to just know from you, like about the dream, the impossible. Like, can you please share with us, like, what when you had a big dream for something, and what are the challenges you faced, and how did you overcome? Just one of your life experience, if you share with our audience, please.
Thank you. So, in terms of the quote is half finished, so let me complete the quote. So, this quote was said by our former Indian president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who has
Yes.
always
Exactly.
stood for education. So the quote is, reach the unreachable, dream the impossible. So thank you for bringing it in here. So when we say reach the unreachable, everybody has got a destination which they want to fulfill, but you have to have the attire of hope to bring it into possibility. So reaching the unreachable should be the destination where you should be focusing on. So always remember, without focus, you cannot find the way. Imagine somebody says, oh, I want to. What do you want to? What do you want to achieve? Tell me.
Yes.
You need to have that focus. You need to have that reach to reach the unreachable. So first, do you know what is the biggest hindrance? Do you know what is the biggest hindrance? According to Zen, they say the biggest hindrance is yourself.
Yeah.
The biggest hindrance
True.
is yourself. So you have to take out the shell, come out of the shell, and to come out of the shell, you need to have the strength to come out of the shell. And what will give you the strength? Everybody has got fear, you know? This fear is going to make you something else. So if you have your pen and paper handy, I'll be very much happy to guide you through, because I know Mr. Ahmed Bari is a life coach. So I'm pretty sure that he'll be happy for me to
Yes,
get
please.
through with this. Yeah. So
Sure.
write down these 3 words: F, F, F.
Yep.
I repeat it again: F, F, and F. So now tell me, what do you know about the word? I've already given you the clue, the first word. How can you elaborate it? I'm pretty sure
Can you write
somebody
it
would
down?
have got something else. Okay, let
Yeah.
me ask the host. What do you think of the first word, madam?
F, fear.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. So you win 100 takas for that.
Thank you.
What about the
All right.
pound? 100 pound,
Yes.
not taka.
Yeah, pound
No,
would be the
taka is more easier
better
for
one.
me. I have been
1
to
pound.
Bangladesh, by the way. I have been
Yes.
to Bangladesh. I was there.
Oh, wow.
So I
Excellent.
was there
Okay.
staying. So 100 takas for you for fear. All right. What's the second F? Let's
Okay,
have
would
it as
you-
an
would you like
interactive
me-
session. Sorry?
Okay, sure. Would you like me to answer second F?
Yes.
Okay,
You're
sure.
answering on behalf of the students.
Sure.
Or the audience you can participate, you can write down. I think if focus, failure, yes. I can see the comments. I can see the
Failure
comments.
is right. Yes,
Second one,
failure is
yeah,
right.
failure. I wanted
Failure.
to say that failure.
So
failure.
a big
Yeah.
kudos to you. And the third one, third F.
Okay.
What will be the third F stand for? Can
Fail.
anyone write it down?
Fail.
The second one is
failure. We have
failure. Yeah.
failure. Okay. So the last one could be focus.
No,
No.
what did he say?
No. The first
No.
one is this.
First one fear.
Fear.
Then second one the failure.
Fail.
And
Yeah.
the last one will be the what
No,
else
not
it
yet.
could
I didn't see any. Not yet. I didn't see any. So
Don't use any abusive language,
yeah.
by the way.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Side. Can
All
you
right.
see the
Okay.
live
Let me
comments?
let
I
me
can
tell
see
you.
Yeah.
one frustration.
Frustration. Yes, could
then,
be.
Yeah, fight.
Okay. What happens when you become frustrated?
Frustrated, depression.
What happened when you? Okay.
Yeah. Carry on.
Kind of mind-boggling, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
I love it. I
Exactly.
love it. There are huge response. Huge response.
Yes.
Fight. Focus. Fight. Fun. Fire. Fight.
So when you
Speed.
fail, you will not fight.
No.
What will you become? What will you become when you fail?
Depressed, sad.
No, but that's not
What
the word
else?
F for.
Okay,
else?
yeah. What else?
Okay. So I'll give you the answer. So kudos to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you have fear, what will happen? You will fail,
Fail. Yeah.
right? So when you
Yes.
fail, then how will the world call you? They'll call you a fool.
Fool.
Full.
So fear,
Yes.
fail, fool.
And
So the
full,
best
yes.
way to get rid of, to achieve success, is to get rid of your fear. So remember that. The first
Great.
obstacle for you to be successful in your life is your fear. So the best challenge is, the best way to get rid of your fear is to what? Is to face it. You have to face your fear. Imagine if I have a fear for examination. I have a fear for examination. So what will happen? Oh, I don't want to write. I don't want to write. Oh, my hands are shaking. I don't want to go. My results have been published. I want to do something else. No, I cannot. Then what happens? You fail in your exam. So when you fail in your exam, the first word this world will say to you is, you are a fool. So don't let your fear make you a fool. So don't be a failure. So in order to be a successful person in life is to get rid of your fear. The inner fear will allow you to be a fool. So fear for life, fear for yourself is going to stop you from achieving your goal. So when you know the direction where you want to go to reach the unreachable, remove the fear, face it with a strong heart, have the boldness, courage, and the spirit to achieve your success so you can have a dream. So when I say dream, what is a dream? What is a dream? Dream is what you think when you go to sleep, you will have nice dream. Is that what a dream is? Come on, let me answer you. Let me see what is the comments are.
Okay.
It's a dream,
Dr.
but
Syed,
it's not
you
a
can
big
see the
dream.
live comment. You can see the live comment
Yes.
on your left panel. Yeah.
On your right side, you will see the live comment. Okay, so dear audience,
Okay.
what do you mean by dream? Do you think dream means while you were sleeping and seeing something during the sleep? Or what do you mean by the dream? So you can share in our comment box.
Dream is what we think in day. Dream is what we think in a day. Daytime,
I saw somebody who said which does not let you sleep. I think it was said by Prativa Pandey. Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
That's good, Prativa Pandey. So a big kudos to you. A dream is something which will not allow you to sleep. It will ask you to work more to achieve. It will ask you to work more to reach the unreachable destination you want to go. Imagine if your leader, the person who you think is your leader. So let me ask you this question. Who is your leader? Who is your leader?
Okay, dear audience.
Answer my questions. Come on. Who is your leader?
Write it down. Write it down.
Myself.
On the comment box. Yes.
Yes. So dear audience, who is your leader? Can you share with us in the comment box? Yes, we can see that you have shared in the comment box about the dream. So now Selena said that I am leader for myself. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So myself, all of them are copying the word myself. That's good.
It is. Yeah.
You see, you yourself or your inbuilt leader to deliver goals. Your dream is something which is focused to achieve. So if you become a leader and for yourself, then you will fight the fear which is obstructing you. So you're already a leader. Once you become a leader, then what happens is for you to face the fear. Once you face the fear, you will not fail. You'll be a winner. When you become a winner, what happens? The world will not call you a fool, but they will call you a leader.
Successful
He is a
leader.
born leader. Okay, so I think
Excellent.
the comments made sense.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's a fantastic shake-up for everyone. I think it's a fantastic shake-up for everyone. The biggest thing that we always just giving you another metaphor, like you've been chased by some bad people and they're going to kill you. If they can catch you, they're going to kill you. And you are running. And you reach to a cliff. And from that cliff, if you see that there is from that cliff is 500 feet down, there's a water. So what do? You do jump, or you still think that let's see what will going to happen. Think and imagine this situation. So this is called how you can we call it like conditioning. How you can condition yourself to overcome your fear. what will do? You definitely will jump. You jump to save yourself. So this is conditioning is very important when we talk about the fear. You have to think like what else could happen? How I can overcome the fear? How I can face it? So obviously, I request everyone to just develop on learning, develop on your knowledge, set up, empower your mind. This is very important. Most of the youth, then we are actually in this pandemic situation. I see like everyone are thinking negative, but on the other hand, it is quite possible to think about the positive. What are the new challenges? What are the new opportunities you could have? So that you can think and you can creative. You can be a leader in the new world. It is a kind of new world. After the COVID, it will be totally a new world, and lots of opportunities are coming. Trust me, every day, and watch and learn the new things. Thank you. Back to Ishita. Any question from the audience?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Amit. Okay, dear audience, definitely, I know you will have lots of questions in your mind. So don't keep it in the mind. Share in the comment box. Just write down and share with us in the comment box so that our special to guests can
I think
answer
I saw that some feedbacks like the negativity, the people around us give us the negativity. So Dr. Basit Syed, can you just give us some idea?
So in terms of negativity,
yeah.
So negativity is like the darkness. Negativity is like the darkness which can consume yourself. Imagine a person who has got negativity within himself. He will be consumed with negativity. The darkness will consume darkness. Only light can get rid of it.
Yeah.
So how are you going to make the light brighter? That's what education is about. Educate yourself. Education is the light which can get rid of this darkness of negativity. The more you learn, the more you educate, the more you inspire to inspire yourself. That's when negativity will not reach you. Of course, there will be one Mr. A, one Mrs. C, one Mr. D, who always will come to say to you, you will not achieve this. You cannot get through this. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. But remember, whenever they say, I want to narrate you a story, how a negative situation can be made to a successful, positive situation. So I'm pretty sure you know about this Swami Vivekananda. So when he traveled to a particular place, to a university, in this university, they wrote a quote. The professor who does not believe in God, he wrote a quote saying, God is nowhere, because he practices Hinduism, the moral values of Hinduism. They said, God is nowhere. So people were upset. Oh my God, will the saint take it as a disturbance? Will he find it as a negative thought? Will he think bad of us? He came over here, he gave a smile on his face. All he did was, from one of the word, he changed one of the word. All he did was, God is nowhere. He changed from the W, he equaled it with the NO. So which made God is now here. From nowhere, he's changed it, now here. So which means a negative quote can always be transformed into a positive quote if you have the tolerance, the will, the commitment to change and challenge yourself. The challenge can be always filled with the inner challenge for you to achieve the targets which you think is the dream. So focus on your dream. Make sure that you challenge yourself. So always take a book, write down your challenge, and keep reminding it. Keep reminding it. When you keep reminding it, so imagine you have a set of goals and targets. So next year, I want to achieve this. Have it between, maybe in your wardrobe or somewhere you see regularly. So whenever you see it, you should have to get reminded, did I achieve this? Did I achieve this? Why I'm not able to achieve it? Ask yourself the question, because always questions is where the guidelight of success is.
Success.
How many of you don't know about Rumi? Do you know about Rumi?
Many, I think,
Yes,
or
many
maybe
of
some.
them. Yeah.
Rumi.
Yeah,
Many?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, you know.
So
Yeah,
answer
I
my
think.
question. How many of you know my Rumi? So answer in the comments.
Yes.
Let me see.
Okay, dear audience, can you just answer in the comment box? Yes, they're asking lots of questions. Yes, lots of questions are coming. Thank you. So can you just share in the comment box that how many of you know Rumi?
The reason is, host, I don't want to be just myself who is speaking. They
No,
are
no, no.
listening.
Yes,
I have not
I think
achieved
yes.
anything.
No, yes.
I found a very fantastic quote from Rumi. It's like he said that what is poison? Poison is mean that things you don't need, but you have. These are actually poison. The excess things. So this is a
Excellent.
very fantastic thing
Excellent.
I learned. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
these are fantastic. Yeah.
so
One said the Rumi, the Sufi. She asked
Sufi.
that.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
call
He's
him the
been
poet. Yeah. So
poet
what are the,
and the
Then
okay,
another
yeah,
let me
said the
just continue with the program.
Persian poet Rumi.
poet. Yes.
I will call him the one of the inspirational poet,
Yeah, sure.
a person who has taken considerable time to inspire humanity with his quotes. One of his
Yes.
quotes, if you read it, it's so negative. It is so negative, but it gives positiveness. Just as an example, he says, wound, you know, the wound which you have when you have hit by something, wound
Exactly.
is where light enters. Wound is where light enters. So do you know the inner depth of this quote? The inner depth of this quote is when you have something which is like a wound, you don't think it as negative. Don't
Take it
think
as a positive.
this is happening. Yeah, don't think this is going to rub yourself. Don't think that this is going to kill yourself. Something like that. Don't be negative, but think about it in a positive way. Think wound. This is my wound. So the negative thought the person is saying about me is my wound. And this is where I'm going to make it as a success. Light enters, which is your success. So when you have a wound, the open wound will penetrate light inside it. So have the inner wisdom, have the courage, determination, and the inspiration to achieve your dream, to make this as a success. So remember, wound is where light enters. So the negativity is where positivity will be given birth to. So give birth to positivity, which is going to change and transform your life and your future.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly. Thank you.
So yes. Question.
Ahmed, would you like to add something here?
No, I think the we can see some of the questions. Can you take some of the question from the audience?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So okay, I got lots of questions from there. First, I would like to take. Okay. Yeah. Okay. One said that, how can I avoid criticism? It's make me to think that I am a loser. So the question came from Rifatul Haq Shaun.
Rifatul Haq Shaun. I think the name sounds from Bangladesh. So yeah.
Yes.
So when you're walking, in let's say to Shonsham Bhavan, your parliament, Shonsham Bhavan in Dhanmondi. Okay. So when you're walking to Shonsham Bhavan in Dhanmondi, and then a rickshawala who says, "Give me potish taka," he says to you, "Give me potish taka," and then you say, "No." Okay. And then he calls you a loser. Will you give hope? Will you give up hope on yourself? Or will you say bargain with him? How will you bargain with him? No. Dosh taka. You will bargain with him. Okay.
Yeah.
So the negativeness, the criticism will always be there. Remember, failures are the stepping stone of success. The same way, criticism is the building where the failures are built as stairs. So criticism is the platform. So this is the
Yes.
platform. Criticism is the platform, and failures are the steps. So remember, they will criticize you, there you stand. Then
Yes.
you will fail. That is the step. And then you work on the failures as a step towards your journey, which is success. So remember, criticism is the platform for failure, and failure is the step for your success. So if you fail or fear to face criticism, you cannot be successful. So remember, fear, fail, full. Criticism, next is what? Failure.
Failure.
Criticism. Okay,
Exactly.
criticism, failure. This will lead you to what? Success.
Success.
So failures are the stepping stone of success. So if
Yeah.
you're going to have one thing which is without failure, so let
Yeah.
me narrate to a very good. I think most of you would have known this story. So when Thomas, they went to Thomas Alva Edison. When they went to
Yes.
him, they said, for you to invent something, you have taken 1,000 experiments. Time.
Yes.
You have checked so many things. God has given you so much patience and tolerance for you to do this. But however, if you would have found out this would have been very easy for you. This is a positive criticism. There is different types of criticism. There is positive criticism. There is negative criticism. There is passionate criticism, which comes from your parents. Why are you working so hard? There is passionate criticism. Okay. There is terrible criticism, which can be terrible because that doesn't make any sense. Okay. There are different types of criticism.
Criticism,
So,
yeah.
so when they asked Thomas Alva Edison, why did you do all these things when you can find out this easy way? Now his answer was very simple. He said, now I have 1,000 new experiments because I know these 1,000 things will not be useful for my creation.
Okay.
So remember, you always have to face your criticism with a positive smile, where you can make it positive. So I want you all to be a positive vibration on others, because positive vibration will create positivity. Imagine if you have negative vibration on you, you cannot emit negative, you can only emit negativity. But rather, if you have positive sense, you can also create positivity. Okay.
Excellent.
So there is a popular quote. They have done a survey in America done by psychologists. They've said, when people, it was done for call centers. I'm very happy to share with you. It was done for call centers. So people, the people who call you, ma'am, do you want this credit card? Do you want this loan? Do you want this housing loan and everything? So one of the companies was failing too much. One of these companies was failing every year on year because their agents were doing, and they made this guy to come and analyze the situation. Why are they failing? Why are they not able to sell? So he analyzed the whole call center. And what happened was, he saw all the callers, cold callers who call other countries, other people. And they said, why am I not selling? I'm doing everything by the book. I have to, I'm making 500 phone calls. I'm not able to sell one product. And then the person who came, the intellectual person, he saw all that and he said, the mistake which you're doing is you're not smiling.
Yeah.
The mistake you're doing. And he said, but this is phone. Nobody is going to see me. Nobody is going to see me. What impact does it have? He said, human beings are made in such a way where other person can feel it.
Yeah.
The other person can feel your positivity. He can get this positivity as a feeling to have his own positivity, to create positiveness around him. So smile, have the inner smile from which emits the positive smile through your lips. So the other person who is hearing from the other end thinks, this is really my friend.
Exactly.
He'll be comfortable with you on a conversation. Imagine if I see the host looking at me like that, but yet her voice is very good. I'll be like, Even if I don't hear, even if I don't see her, I can feel it. So have the feeling of positivity within you to create a positive vibration, not only for you, for your parents, for your teachers, for the future company where you're going to work, or if you become an own entrepreneur, for yourself. So the positivity is where the success lies. So create positivity. So yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
Ishita,
so
I think
much.
it's time to
Yeah. I'm
just
going to
one
disclose
digit.
the first digit.
One digit, then I'll
So,
take over from you.
audience, yes, dear audience, please take your pen and paper. I'm saying and I'm repeating again what the digit I'm going to share. You must not write that in the comment box. You have to write it down in your writing pad or whatever you want in your notepad. There you should write. Okay. So for all of you, the first digit is 7. Okay. So first digit is 7. Keep it in your notebook. Gradually, we will share 3 other digits. Okay. So first digit is 7. Okay. Now over to Mr. Ahmed Bari.
Okay, let's have another exercise. I think we did it before, but I want to do it again. So
Sure.
if you are lefty or righty, you just raise your one hand, just one hand. Even Dr. Syed, you can also do it. If you have, just raise one hand. Okay.
Yes.
So when I say 1 to 3, you give your 100% pressure. 100%. Remember, this is 100% pressure to make a fist. And I'll ask you to just hold for a few seconds so that when we open, we'll see either it's red or white. So everyone just see what happened to you. So everyone get ready at your home now. Get ready. This is very fantastic. I think this will give you some idea that what will happen when it's red and what will happen is white. I'll tell you the answer. Okay. So everyone ready? If you are lefty, you take your left hand. If you're right-handy, then you have your right hand. So I'm a right-hander, so I'm taking my right hand. So everyone ready? 1, 2. Okay, remember one thing, give your 100%. Okay, do not just let you down, give your 100%. Okay, ready? One more time. 1, 2, 3. Come on, quick. Give your 100%. Give your 100%. Give your, just for a few seconds. Hold it for a few seconds. Come on. Push it a little bit more. Push it a little bit more. Little bit. Okay, just open and see. Just for me, it was white. What happened to you? White or red?
White.
I cannot see. You have to see.
White.
Side.
Okay, dear audience, you can share.
Yeah. So you can write it down to me. Yeah. So it's white or red or mixed, whatever. Yeah.
So
okay, dear
sorry.
Yeah.
From Mr. Bari's experience, he has done this wonderful coaching thing. I just want to add a few things towards it.
Yeah.
So from his own cycle of experiment, in terms of, I have not seen any of these programs, but I'm just telling you. So when Mr. Bari was saying to hold your hand, I saw a lot of you, including the host, holding their faces in a very, very strong manner. You know, strength comes, as I told you, strength comes from inner self. Okay. So this is something which Mr. Bari said, this is something which is your life. Okay. You're holding your life in your hand.
Yes.
So imagine if you're going to have, this is going to create lesser confidence within you. So face it with a smile. Face it with a smile. So the inner strength builds inside you. So you can create the positivity who is seeing others. So the host, I saw your face, so you have to change it.
Thank you.
To positivity.
Okay.
All right.
So now, okay, I can
Yeah.
see the answer. Okay. So tell me, when I say just give a little bit more pressure, can you able to give more pressure? Can you able to give more pressure when I say give more pressure?
Okay, dear audience,
Yes
you
or
can
no?
write
Just
down,
yes or no. When I
in the
say
comment box.
yeah, yes or no, so that we can know that when I say give a little bit more pressure, yes or no. I understand that red or white, so just write it down, yes or no. Yes, we do.
We
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
They're saying yes.
Okay.
Okay. I think
No.
One said no.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. I see a lot of yeses are coming. So this is what.
Yeah.
So what I say that you give your 100%. If you give your 100%, how could you have more energy to press more? So this is means that you are not giving your 100%. because most of the time people don't give their 100%. They assume or they think that I gave my 100%, but actually they're never able to give that 100%. This is the feelings, that this is the difference. So when you are failing or you are facing some critical situation or you are facing the challenge situation, most people just they give up. They say that this is my utmost limit. I cannot do more than that. They just stop. But still you have some energy left, right? But most of the people don't give the energy. They think that this is the maximum they can do. So when I say that give some little bit more pressure, many of you able to, I can see that still you are writing down yes or no. Yes. So everyone is, so this is a learning, because we don't give our 100% to any work. We just do something, and then whenever any challenge we face, and whenever the people around us saying, we just give up. I can see that comments came that how to avoid the criticism. If you don't do anything, you will not be criticized by anyone. So the best way to avoid your criticism, don't do anything. Just sit idle. Just don't do anything. Okay. You cannot make mistakes, so nobody will criticize you. So this will, but this will not the life. So for the life, you need to take action. The more you can mix, and you have to develop your growth mindset. When you fail something, you always believe, I have learned a new way, or this is an opportunity to learn, try a new way. So this is what is very important to understand, that even though you fail, you have to come back, you have to fight back, and you have to give your energy, because you didn't give your 100%. Thank you. Back to you, Ishita.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to take the next question. It came from Persuna Vandari. She said that sometimes dreaming high increase a kind of dissatisfaction if we are unable to meet expectation and cause frustration. How to overcome this? So over to Dr. Abdul Basit.
It's a very interesting question. So frustrations, how do we handle frustrations? So who is getting frustrated, you or your family or your friends?
I think she's talking about herself.
I'm just
okay. So
I think she's talking about herself.
I know, but there is an answer behind it. So she's talking about herself. So who is getting frustrated? Yourself. So if you yourself are getting frustrated and you expect me to answer the question, so the answer should be from you. Imagine, I told you already, you're the leader. Okay, frustrations will come from within you. So remember, criticism is the platform where you build the steps of failure towards your success. So the criticism is where do you think we will all enjoy criticism? Imagine I call Mr. Bari, your show is nothing, zero. Do you think you'll have a smiling face?
I always.
No. Yeah. He will have. I know he
because he's a life
have.
coach.
Yes. He will have, yeah.
So many people have tried to destroy this platform.
Yeah, because
but
at the
still
beginning
we are doing fantastic things. Yeah. And that the motto we said, act, don't react.
Yeah.
Good.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So in terms of making that visibility within you is what is important. I would give you a very nice catchword for you to use. So I generally use the word help P. Help P plus, you can have yes as well together, plus yes. So a help is H stands for honesty, E stands for equality, L stands for loyalty, P stands for priority. And if you have all these T's in your life, then you will have prosperity, which is help is equal to your prosperity. Okay. And if you have all that, remember to add in with plus yes, which is also spirituality. So help P is where it is designed for your prosperity. So remember these words, help. So the help should not be for others. It is for yourself. Honesty, equality, loyalty, and given the word priority. So if you're honest to you and to others, you're emitting positive rays. How will people call you? People will call you, oh, Shushmita, she's a nice lady. We can trust her. If you give equality, if you give equality to you and to others, people will say he is a learned man. He respects everyone. The next one, loyalty. Imagine if you're loyal to your parents, your friends, your teachers, they will say to you, he is a loyal person who believes in his country, who believes in humanity, who believes in structuring the world. And the final word, P, which is priority. Imagine there are so many things which might come out. I'd say, for example, at 8 p.m., there might be another cricket show which is coming at 8 p.m. But yet you want to see this program, which you made it as a priority. So, and then your exams might be a priority, but you want to watch some other show, or you want to play cricket during the time, or you want to do something. But always remember, prioritize on your day. Prioritize on your day. Keep your calendar management, what you need so you can be successful. So help, HELP, honesty, equality, loyalty, priority, which will give what? Prosperity. Who is going to be prosper? Yourself. So face your criticism, face your failures, face your inner ability with a smile. Face it with a smile so you can be prosperous. And finally, thank the worshipful, which is spirituality. So give all the T's a big round of handshake. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
So
Excellent.
I just like to bring two issues. One is like Dr. Syed said that education doesn't mean that you have to go and enroll to the university after university, taking degrees after degrees. Education can be, it should be open platform. You can learn from the people around you. You can learn from the good things, videos. Or so it's not meaning that you have to take education from the universities. So this is one thing, because most of the time I see that Asian, also the other countries, also many other countries, they think that education means I have to get an MBA degree or doctorate degree or some big degree so that I can change myself. It never change yourself. And the second thing is very important, that I found that some of you said that I'm very much confident, I'm doing this and that, but when some people are actually criticizing me, I cannot control myself. So you need to build your skills. You have to build, and the most important thing, to focus, because always say that wherever your focus goes, energy flows. You must remember this thing. If you focus on negative thing, you will find negative things. If you focus on positive thing, so even though people criticizing you, so that's a learning for you. You have to take okay, that's mean I have to improve more so that I can perform very well. So rather than just, if people are saying bad things, I should not do this. I saw so many people are actually giving up themselves not to take the opportunity, and they feel that if I engage with this thing, people will criticize. I should not be criticized by other people. So let's leave this platform, or let's do some other things where there is no criticism. Most of the people are try to be in their comfort zone. They don't want to go beyond their comfort zone. So you have to think that to able your success, you have to step more challenging environment. The more challenging environment you can face, you get the learning. This learning will help you to become successful. This learning will help you to dream impossible. Back to you, Ishita.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Okay,
would you like
so
to give the second digit?
Yeah,
would you like to give the second digit? Yeah.
So before taking the next question, I'm going to disclose the second digit. Dear audience, the second digit is 1. That is just 1. Okay, so keep it to yourself. I have already shared 2 digits. Okay, so rest 2 I will share later. Okay, the next question from Tanzila. She said that I wanna be a prime minister, and now you know what my society will do. Keep saying, what the hell dream is this? You can never become that. You must live the dream. I believe myself, but my parents don't. Can you tell me how to convince my parents?
Interesting.
Okay, over to Dr. Basit.
Okay. In terms of a question, it's a very honest question. So how will people think of what I want to achieve in this world? How will people think of, remember the fear factor which I was talking about is exactly combined in this fear factor which he's talking. How will people think? How will they think? How will he feel? You are living this world for yourself. Remember this. You are living this world for yourself. Always remember this, because if you control yourself with morality, with all the positiveness in your heart, yes, I agree with you that there might be few hindrances from other factors like your parents, like the society, who might put a barricade. Mr. Bari was talking about education, about education being it's not needed at this some point of time because it's like all the degrees you have. Yes, I agree with him. For some people, education is productive. For some people, it forms as a barrier. So imagine a man who is very highly educated, but without any morality. It's of no use to anyone. So education should be productive in all the manner how you want to implement in the society. So coming back to your question, in regards to having a dream, if you have the dream and you have the courage to achieve the dream, work on the dream. Work on the dream. Because your parents have raised you so hard. They raised you so hard. They nurtured you. They love you so much. They know the real life of how hard it is. But what they don't know is they don't know your vision. They don't know your commitment. They are checking commitment. Your parents, your teachers, your society is checking your commitment. Imagine you go behind one thing for 2 days and then they say bad about it and you backed off. You want to become a cricket player and you go to the grounds every day catching this bats and balls and everything, you play with that, and after 2 months you come back, no, it's too hot, every day morning I have to run jogging, no, I'm not doing it. So you don't have that commitment. So when your society and your parents, when they say to you, no, it is impossible, that means think like this, they are checking your commitment for your goal. So have the commitment to achieve your goal, so which will transform your vision to become the prime minister one day. So a prime minister or president can be your vision, but for that you need to have the inner things which I said to you: help, pity. Always remember honesty, equality, loyalty, and priority. So you need to be honest as a politician. You need to be equal to all religions, all language, all people. And then you have to be loyal, not only to your country, but to humanity. And as a politician, you need to give priority to what the issue is, how you can control that, and how we can, and that will give you prosperity as a prime minister.
Exactly. Thank you. So I just like to add a few things. I believe that it's not just only a question you throw to us whether we can answer or not. I'm sure that both of us are quite enough mature to handle and through our success story. And it is not easy for us. Also, we have challenges, so many challenges we have faces, and the barriers are coming from the family member. That's true, but we have overcome. The best way, or I will always tell everyone that the first one, the honesty, because we are not honest. To be honest, most of them we are not honest. We say that, look, I'm honest, I'm doing, because I'm not cheating with anyone, I'm not taking money from anyone. But it's not the meaning of honesty. Honesty is a different, it has a very deep inside meaning. When we're saying that do not share the numbers that we are telling, and you are just sharing the numbers. So this is not the honesty. See, this is what we are saying, because you are not following us. You are not focusing what we are saying. And you are trying to help cheating to other people. And you think you are a hero. You think that you are doing something good, but it's not the good things. You are just cheating. So I'm just saying yourself, everyone, the honesty means a huge thing. If you want to become successful, there is no other way to other than being an honest person. It's not only your commitment, because I see so many people, they gave commitment, but they never keep the commitment. They said, oh, inshallah, I will do that. But that means that you are not going to do that. For me, I'm now saying that when people say, inshallah, I will do that, I'm sorry to, with due respect to everyone. So some people, when I say, inshallah, I'm going to do that, I'm sure that he's not going to do that. That's why he blame, actually keep everything to God. that God will protect him, that he is not going to do things. So remember, and everyone, like every time I went to different meetings, and I never been late. I never ever been late to any meeting. I was always there. So if you are not have the priority, if you have not the equality, that things, thank you so much. It was fantastic. Help yourself. Help yourself to become successful. If you don't help yourself, you cannot become successful. You cannot get the prosperity. So it is very important to me understand the meanings. I think this is the best thing from this today, the 3F, and the help. Honesty,
Healthy.
equality, loyalty, and the
priority.
prioritization of priorities. These are very important learning. So do understand that from your heart, and then you become successful. Thank you. Back to you,
Yes.
Ishita.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So it's time to disclose the third digit. Dear audience, I just would like to give a soft reminder. Please don't share the digit in the comment box. It's only for yourself to keep yourself, not sharing in the comment box. No. Okay. So the third digit here, the third digit is 4. Okay. The third digit is 4. So you already got 3 digits. So wait for the last digit. Okay, so we're going to take the next question. Next question from Reed. She said that how can we overcome fear of future? Okay, so I would like to pass it to Dr. Abdul Basit.
Oh, thank you. So it's a very, I think it's the same question, but I can I can say it with I think one of Abdul Kalam's quote as well. The former president of India, his quote is a very strong educationist who always supports the idea of education. So I would say to overcome the fear, I think I've already spoke about it. But anyway, in terms of, I would say, have the righteousness of heart. So I'm coming from Mr. Bari's thing. So have honesty. So I would say the word righteousness. So when there is righteousness of heart, there is what? There is beauty in the character.
Yes.
When there is righteousness of heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. So I repeat it again. When there is righteousness of heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in your home. When there is a harmony in your home, there is order in your nation. When there is order in your nation, there is peace in this world. So for you to get rid of your fear or your bad thoughts or your failures, the first thing is break the barriers and keep the righteousness, keep the honesty, the help which I told you within yourself, inbuilt within yourself. Have a diary management. Remember to write it down, what your dreams are. Follow on your dreams. Keep working on your dreams. Do you think Rome was built in a day? Rome is not built in a day. Rome took 3,000 years to build. Do you know how many years the Irish-English War was happening? 500 years. Do you know how many years it took to conquer Constantinople? 500 years. More than 1,600 years it took to capture Constantinople. 26 armies failed and one person got success, Muhammad II. So if you think failures are a failure, then you're not an ordinary person. But I want you to be extraordinary person. There is a difference between ordinary and extraordinary. Ordinary people ask me, oh, there is criticism, there is failure, I'm scared. That's ordinary people. Are you ordinary? No. Ask yourself, you're not ordinary person, because you know, out of 1 million sperm, 1 million sperm, only one reaches your mom's womb, and that is you. So imagine you have defeated the rest 999,999. For what? For what? To be a winner. Be a winner. We are there with you. So this forum of International Youth Summit, Mr. Bari is doing his amazing job. And this amazing job should be transported through your mind. And the mind transportation is where the success will be. Never be scared of failure. Failure. Do you think I don't have failure? So once they asked Einstein, how can I, sorry, it's not Einstein, it's Bernard Shaw. So once they asked Bernard Shaw, the famous Irish writer, they asked him, they asked him a very interesting question, and he said from his life narration. So one time I was trying 10 times, and only once I got succeeded in my mission. And then I asked myself, how can I be 10 times successful without failure? How can I be 10 times successful? And then he found the way. The way is, he said, I have to try 100 times for him to be 10 times successful. So there is no ifs, there is no buts to achieve your success. Only you can achieve your own success. You are the own writer of your own story. Remember this words, what I said today. You are your own writer of your own story. How you want to write your story? Have your pen. Your pen is your heart. Your pen is your mind. Start writing your story. Imagine, I will tell you a story. It's a very interesting story if you have time. The story is, it's very, very interesting. So there was an engineer who was working for a very big businessman. Okay, let's put a nativeness to the story. So from, let's say from Nepal, and he was in the Kathmandu. He was working for this businessman. He was working so hard every other day. Always he used to get his salary, everything on time. He was working hard, but he was not having the inner satisfaction. He was not having the inner satisfaction because, you know, we human beings, we want more, we want more, we want more. And finally, what happened was he decided, I'm working so hard for this guy. I'm making him so much money. And then what happens? This guy makes all the money. So what should I do? I should start up my own business. Let me start my own business. So he goes to his boss and he says to his boss, boss, I want to leave you. So kindly excuse me. Then the boss says, please, please, please stay for another 3 more months. Finish this project. So he says, okay, for this many years I've worked for him. Let me work for him. And he works for him. Then again, after 3 months, again, he goes back to his boss and he says, please, I have this project. Please, I've already committed to him. Please continue with this project. He says, and then this guy will never leave me alone. I don't know why this guy is doing it. He's always taking my time. I want to achieve something. This guy is not having this thing. And then he does it. And then the third time he goes to the boss and he says, boss, this time I really want to quit. And the boss says to him, okay, I really appreciate whatever you have done for me. But remember, one last project I want to ask you. This is I promise this is the last project. So build this house because this is going to be for me. Build this house, best house, please, like a palace, nice one. I really want to, I really trust you. Please do it for me. So this guy, you know, is already angry with his boss. He's very angry. And then he thinks, okay, this boss, he will not leave me in peace. Better, this is the time for me to earn money. So what he decides, he starts building this house, but with substandard materials. He puts all the substandard materials and he finishes this quickly, chuck, 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 because he wants to finish it quick as possible. And he takes all the money as commission and he keeps it within himself. Okay. Now I'm going to have a retirement. Now I'm going to have my own business. This is the time I want to show my boss who I am. Okay. How will he know? He doesn't know that because this is the last opportunity. He goes to the boss. He gives the keys to the boss and he says, boss, I've done my mission. Goodbye. And the boss says, no, hold on. You worked for me so hard all your life. Now this is my time to show you my loyalty. This key belongs to you. And he hands over the key to the guy who built the house. Do you think the guy will sleep in his house with his family correctly? He will be scared. Oh my God, when will the roof fall on my head? He will be scared, which will break which time. He cannot say to his boss, I built with the substandard material. Now, that building is you. That building is you, and the boss is you, and this worker is you. You're building your own house. Don't build your dream with substandard materials.
Yes.
Build it with your vision, strongest vision, which can achieve success. Build it with quality, build it with commitment, build it with honesty, build it with, priority, that this house is where you're going to leave your mark, stay your wisdom. Together you're going to build this beautiful house for you. For who? For yourself. So build it with the best available things you have, so you can live there happily. So everybody who is around you will be happy, you can be happy, and the world will be happy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Ishita,
you so
can
much.
I supplement? Can I just add supplement and the story?
Can I take another question? Then you.
Yeah,
add
I think, yeah, you can,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. So before taking the another question, I just would like to disclose the last digit. Dear
No,
audience.
I think last one we will give at the end.
Sure.
Keep the surprise. Keep the surprise. Yes.
Okay, I'm keeping it as a surprise. Okay, so I would like to take one question, and the question is too big, so I'm just read it out for you, Mr. Ahmed. Okay, the question came from Mr. Kiran. He said that don't think I am like pessimistic one, but I think dream alone is not everything, in my opinion. I have mindset like dream is also associated with our surroundings. What do you think? Those who are not success in life, they don't have dream? I don't think so, because each and every one have dream for something, but due to circumstances, surroundings, us force us to change the path of our dream. What do you think, all my respected personality?
Okay.
Okay, over
Yeah,
to Mr. Ahmed.
Can I check?
Can I?
Sure.
Yeah. Yes. No. Syed, you, Dr. Syed, please carry on.
Okay. Thank you. So it's a. I was really interested with this question, because the tougher the question is, the more happy I become.
Okay, great, excellent.
So
I was excited to answer anyway. Yeah.
So
Sure.
in terms of, it's a very, very interesting question in terms of, don't think me as a pessimist. So I want to ask the gentleman. I think he's from India. Is he from India?
Or
I
Nepal.
guess Nepal or India, yeah. Most probably
Okay,
Nepal,
all right.
I guess.
So I want to ask you all, do you know the differences between a pessimist and an optimist? A pessimist and an optimist. Okay. So for that, I have to narrate a very short story. Who is a pessimist and who is an optimist in terms of pessimist? So a guy, he goes to the doctor. And first doctor he goes and he says, "Doctor, I have a problem." "What is the problem?" the doctor asks him. And then he says, "Doctor, in the night times in my dream, I have some bad dreams." Okay. And the doctor checks him and everything, and it's fine. And then he asks him, "What is the dream?" He says, "Doctor, I don't have a dream. It's a real thing." "What is the real thing?" He says, "I have a cat inside my stomach." He says, "I have a cat inside my stomach." And then the doctor goes wild. "What? Cat? Did you eat it?" He said, No. I have a live cat inside my stomach. And this is like every night it is giving sound. I can hear it. And the doctor does X-ray on him. He does scan on him. And he says, "You're mad. There is nothing like that."
Okay.
Then this guy is not convinced, because he's a pessimist. He's not convinced. He goes to another doctor, and he finds to another doctor. And the other doctor says, yes. He says the same thing. There is no a cat in your stomach. You can leave. Then he goes to a third doctor. Like that, he'd been traveling to hundreds of doctors. Finally, he goes to, somebody says to him, he's the best doctor in the country. Go to him. He will solve your problem. Okay. This is called as wrongful directions always leads to the right road. So he goes to this doctor, the best doctor. And he says, "I've been to many doctors. I've been to many doctors. Nobody can give me a solution, or they are happy to remove this cat from my stomach. Every day I'm having problems because I'm not able to sleep. Doctor, I please beg you to remove this cat from me. Otherwise I cannot sleep." So the doctor checks him and everything. He already knows this guy is a pessimist. He knows it already. He's not going to agree to anything. Then the doctor says, yes, I did find the cat. Tomorrow is your operation. I'm willing to operate it for you. The guy is so much happy. He has never been so happy in his entire life. So he was so happy. The next day, the operation takes place. He is ready for operation. They make the bed, beautiful bed for him. He sleeps in the bed. And then they say, yeah, okay, everything is done. And then they give the anesthesia. He goes to sleep. After 3 hours, he wakes up. And then the guy goes in. The doctor comes back and he says, operation success. Operation is success. I will show you what I removed from your stomach. And he brings in a very beautiful black cat. And he shows him, look, this is the cat we found out from your stomach. You are right. All along, you are right. Do you know what this guy replied him? He starts crying. He starts crying. And then he replies to the doctor, but doctor, that is a white cat.
All right.
So this is the difference between a pessimist and the optimist. The doctor was trying to be optimist to him. The pessimist is always a pessimist. Don't be a pessimist.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Be an optimist so you can be seeing things in a beautiful way. I know these things will work. Okay? Imagine this patient would have never seen a cat which is living inside his stomach. That's medically not possible. But he's seeing it. He's feeling it because, as I told you, humans' vibration emit to others. Create positivity to create happiness. Thank you.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Hamid, would you like to add something?
No, I just like to share that.
Sure.
I can see that story, and these are actually you all are absolutely right, because the negativity around us, the parents are the first, or the family member are the first people who actually give us the negative vibe. Whenever you have any kind of dreams, any kind of you want to achieve something, the most common barrier is something comes from your parents. That's the main thing. There's no way. So this is why we are forming this platform to share these things, because your parents actually do want the best from you, and they do want to see you successful. That is no doubt about that thing. But the biggest challenge, like you find out your every day, you find out what are the things you are doing, what are the ways you are spending your time. Are you doing the productive work, or are you in challenge? Every time your parents will see that you are busy with your mobile phone, every single day you're just chatting, you're talking, and there is no restless, like you are doing everything restless, and there's no planning in your life. I'm sure that you need to, like, if you've been challenged by your parents, please do show them a guidebook or something, that yes, every day, every morning, or every night before going to the bed, you write down what we're going to do the next day. What is your big dream? We call it vision board. That's the thing. Dr. Syed said that write it down in a vision board. Write it down in front of everybody that you want to do this. You want to achieve these things. So I'm just disclosing one information to you all. When I plan to become the financial independent or financial freedom, I write it down, my goals. What's my goal? How much money or how much things, or what are the things I need to be, and I put it everywhere in at least five places. So even my wife said, are you crazy? Or why you are doing this thing? And people will see and people will laugh at it. Of course, people will see and laugh. But the more I put, and every morning I put my belief on those things. Yes, I have to achieve this thing. And every single day I write down, I need to do one thing to step forward towards my dream. One thing. Every single day I add value. Even though now, every morning, I wake up very early in the morning. I give myself 1 hour to think myself. This is what you have to do. You have to start. The earlier you can start, the earlier you become successful. Don't just say that I'm surrounded by the negative things. This is the ordinary people or pessimistic people. Pessimistic people always think about what is happening around me. And optimistic people think this is the opportunity. So you have to think in like that way, that how you, and even though I was just like, I already planned that I'm going to have a tour in Africa. I don't know when this COVID will have pandemic will go on, but I already planned for it. So this is the thing that and I already wrote it down that I'm going to have something. I already conducted training with the Nigerian participants, and I'm planning for already. These are the things. So this is the opportunity. I never been think of like I'm going to do something in Africa, but now I'm dreaming to start dreaming. Now I have to go to Africa. I have to do something for Africa. So these are the commitment you have. You have to believe, start believing that the challenge are always the opportunity. Whatever the challenge you have, there's 1,000 other people have the challenge, the same challenge. But the moment you can take this challenge as an opportunity, you become extraordinary, and those people will remain the ordinary people because they start their day with blaming why this COVID happened, why this rain happened, why this sun happened, why it's hot, why it's cold, why I'm not rich, why I'm poor, why I don't have hair in my head. They have all the excuses around them. So this is what you have to start. Do not complain, because complaining will not solve your problem. Rather, you think what you have. And the one Dr. Syed said that don't start don't build your foundation with undergrad materials. Take training, take education, real education, not from the doctorate from Harvard University or some good university. Take the real education, take the genuine education that we are actually discussing. And I am very much pleased to found Dr. Syed. I'm sure that he is one of the best speaker I found today. And of all this 18 session, he's one of them. And he gave us so many tools to you all to start believing. Write it down in front of you, the help, then 3F and the help. Every single day you focus on this, honesty. Even though we are talking about the honesty, still some of you are still putting the numbers. So this is the thing. You don't have the morality. You don't have the honesty. You need the morality. You have to build that things. So when you have this all together, you can build together, and then you can become a successful. I just like to share one story. When I was in UK, I was UK for 4 years, and I went there for I went there for my MBA degree, and honestly, it was a hard job. I'll definitely share. Already shared the story. I'll share the story another day. But I went for a. I have just received an interview call in London. I was in Luton. So early in the morning, I have to go there at 9. So I went there because I'm on time. I went there, and when I reached to London, I got a phone call that your interview shifted at the 5 in the evening. So it was really a surprise to me. And I don't know, I have no money on that day. I have no money because I took a loan from my friends, only £20 to come to Luton to London. And I spent the whole money on the peak hour train fare. I'm not sure what's the peak hour train fare now, but that almost cost me 19 pounds at the morning. So the whole day I was just walking in the London Bridge, then the National Museum, everywhere, and Leicester Square, everywhere. I have no money for my food, and I have just only one dream, that I have to become successful. And this is the opportunity, because the harder you see, the more you have to push yourself that, no, this is the opportunity. Definitely there's something good for me waiting. So I never give up. And that's why like I finish. And at 3 p.m. they call me and they push that the interview moved 1 hour, like it's moved back 1 hour. That's in 6 p.m. it will be. Then finally I got the interview. I left the office at 7:30. I can remember because that's my life-changing experience. I haven't eat anything. I just have the fountain, the water fountain. I have some water from there, and I'm just walking. Even though, to be honest, to share everyone today, I never shared this story with anyone. Some guys left the French fry, some French fry and a packet on a packet and on the bench. I'm just sharing you this story. And I took that and I ate, because I could not resist myself to have some food, because I left my house early in the morning at 7:30 to reach 9. And the whole day I used to struggle, and I was just asking myself why I'm here. And every single time I know that I'm here because I have a big dream to achieve. I want to become successful. And I took that. There's some prize, like even my closest. This is the first time I disclose this thing. I took that packet, the French fry packet, and it has like 4 or 5 pieces of French fry, and I had that, and I sleep. I had the water, and I sleep, and I just waiting for the last train to go to Luton because I have no money to go back to my house. And it was a cold day. It was December, and I was just waiting in the central King Cross. I think you will the King Cross station. I was just sleeping on the bench on the King Cross station, and just thinking. I'm just telling myself, I came so far. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. And there must be something very good happens to me. So, and after that night, I went back, and the next morning I get my call that they said, yes, you've been hired, and I hired as a manager, assistant manager for them. So this is what you have to believe, that every single successful people, they have this story. They might not share in front of you, but I'm sharing because this is my life story, and that is why I shared the value of time, the value of your honesty. The more you become honest to yourself, the more you develop your skills. You need to develop your skill. Unless you reach to certain standard, you cannot expect a success. You have to work hard on that. Do not develop your substandard skills. So invest on yourself, learn something good, and it will change your life. But you have to have the optimistic view. You must have at the same time, kindness. You must build a kindness and act, don't react. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed, for sharing your story. Definitely, it's going to inspire all of them. Okay, now I would like to back to Dr. Syed again. Yes, we are almost near to the end of the session,
Yep.
But I will definitely ask for the closing remark. But with that, I will just, because I can see like lots of same questions coming. Like one question I just noticed that one, like some people, they are saying that they are having plan for some work. After maybe continuing 1 week, they're having good interest and motivation. Then after that, they're losing the motivation on that. So what they should do on that. And the second thing, definitely question for both of you. Oh, the second thing is, again, it's coming we are having one dream, but our parents are not supporting. So for example, audience shared that one girl, she just lost that question, that's why I couldn't place on the display. She loves karate, and she got, I think she mentioned about the black belt, and she wants to continue that, but her parents are not allowing her. And another person who mentioned that he is doing now 9-to-5 job, but he loves to start his business, but again parents are not supporting to go for that. Okay, so over to Dr. Basit.
So it's again a very phenomenal question in terms of that, and in terms of the question which comes to me, the answer would be value yourself. The answer would be value yourself. So let me also give. I think people I'm seeing the comments over here. People are actually enjoying the live comments of others who are trying to get enrolled. So I would just give a very short story, just to add into the mixture of what exactly we are trying to achieve. So there was a father and a son. They were brought up, let's say, in India, and the father gives his son. Now he wants to go to employment. The father gives his son. He says, "Son, this is the watch of you." I know many of you might have known the story, but still I'm narrating it to you. He gives this watch to them, and he says, "This is the watch of your grandfather. Okay, your great grandfather, and it's very precious watch. Just go to the corner shop and inquire how much you can sell it for, so you can buy something." He goes to the corner shop, and comes back, and he's saying 5 rupees. And the father says to him, "Okay, now you go to the market and inquire in the market shop." Then he goes to the market shop, and then the guy comes back, and he says, the market shop guy, he's surprised that the market shop guy he says he'll buy the watch for 500 rupees. Oh my God. Okay. Now you go to the museum and inquire with them what is the value of this watch. So he goes to the museum and he inquires to the guy, what's the value of this watch? This guy has his eyes go like that, and he says to him, this is priceless watch. This is priceless. We cannot give a price because it's a 17th century watch. It's so valuable. How did you find it? It is priceless. And then this boy comes back again to his father and he says to his father, Father, when you know the real value of this watch, why did you make me go to this shop, the market, and then to the museum? You would have sent me directly to the museum. And
yeah.
then the father replies, you need to know which place to go, which is the right place, which is the wrong place. You need to know what is the value of your commodity which you are having. So imagine if you don't know that, you cannot sell yourself. So have the commitment within yourself. The value of yourself depends upon how much commitment you're having towards your goal. Go to the right place to increase your value. Stay in the right place to increase your value. Continue your value, which is a commodity, a brand by itself. Why do you think major brand houses like Louis Vuitton or DKNY or Hermes, all these major brands, why do you think they are sold at so much price? Because their brand is what they are known for. Similarly, you should be known for your brand value. So if they say, let's say from one of the commenter, A.H. Milton or Bobby Barrow or Anirabindaya Orko, Anuradha Yessa Pereira, these people, you should be yourself a brand of help, a brand with honesty, equality, loyalty, priority.
Yes.
So when they say your name, you are your brand by yourself. This brand will sell anywhere for the winner. You are a born winner. Remember, you are engraved in your heart and mind and soul to be a winner. The soul of winner will never stop to worship which he believes in. Your worship should be for the vision which you believe in. The vision should be the vision to be of success. The success comes from hard work, and the hard work comes from commitment. And the commitment comes from your morality to achieve the success. So remember to have that kind of inner depth to achieve success, which will be from your inner depth of your commitment, understanding yourself, giving the value, and prioritizing it, which will give you the prosperity which we all want. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I know we have to finish very quickly. So that
and
if you know that,
I would like to request you also disclose the last digit. Last digit is for you. But before that, our team, IYS team, who are working really hard behind the scene, I would like to say a big thank you to all. And the team, I'm requesting you all to delete those comments who are sharing the digit over there. Though we say that this session was really amazing, and from Dr. Basit, we learned that health, P, and which first one was honesty. But I think some of us are not showing honesty, as we told that don't share the digit on the comment box. Okay, so team, I'm requesting you all to just delete all those comments where the digits are. Okay, over to Mr. Ahmed.
Yes, thank you. So I will just tell everyone that if you know that how to play with the kite, the kite is the one we play with in the sky. You know that to handle the kite, sometimes you have to take it down, sometimes you go up. So it's go up and down so it can play. So you have a lot of dreams in your life. Sometimes you know that you are staying with your parents, so they might not enjoy what you are dreaming, but never give up that dream. You can keep them for some days and focus on what they want. And then side by side, you can do the same. I can give you one example, which is a girl from Nepal who I trained in Nepal. So she came to me that says she liked to have the dance, but her parents stopped her for dancing and asked her to focus on the study. And she is struggling because without the dance, she cannot focus on the study. So I gave her some tips, and then after one, or not, I often we look after that often we talk, like every month we talk, and we found that after 1 year, she's able to maintain her education and the dance. Now the parents have understanding that she could, because the parents has a concern that if she focus on dance, she cannot have the good education, or she cannot focus on study. But when she is able to do it side by side, and she's performing very good, and the parents agree. So sometimes that you think that what you are doing is you are or what is your plan is always right for that, but sometimes our parents have the different ideas. So you have to talk with them. And in our episode 4, we talk like in our episode 4, I think we have discussed how to communicate with your parents. So please do watch that episode 4, and you can learn some tips from there, how to communicate with your parents. And this is what I would like to say, that sometimes you have to give priorities to your parents, not because they are actually have consent, but you have to be responsible. Another fantastic quote I would like to share here, that success is mean a disciplined life. Success doesn't mean that you have whatever you would like to do. So you have to have your disciplined life. When your parents see that you maintain a disciplined life, they're obviously going to support you. There's no way. But if you sleep very late night, you do all the Facebooking things and other things every single day, and you are not focusing on education, the basic education, what the academic education, and not sharing the things with your parents in a manner what the way we say how to share with them, so they're not going to trust you. So this is what you need to develop the skills, so that you have a better communication. And of course, I can see that one said like the emotional intelligence. It is very important to develop the emotional intelligence, so that you can actually understand and communicate better with your parents. So having said that, the last digit I would like to say, and again, I would like to see whoever in this platform, build your honesty. Giving you one example, I just went out to drive, and the roads are totally empty today. I had an opportunity, the road, I can cut down, I can go in the opposite way, wrong way, I can enter to my house. But I never did. I never ever do these shortcut things. I always take a U-loop, and I have to go like half kilo and have the loop. People will say I'm foolish, I'm okay with that. But the honesty means in each and every work you do, show your honesty. It's not only the money matters, it matters your decency, because you have to be honest. When we are saying that don't do this means a very honest thing we are asking to you all. But I'm saying that some of you think you are so smart, and you're just doing that the number and sharing the number. So ask yourself, are you being honest to yourself? If you're not honest to yourself, I'm sure that someday this will not help you to achieve your success, or you can dream impossible. So having said that, the last digit is 0. The last digit is 0. So we are not going to repeat that.
Yes.
And soon we'll open the form to submit your screenshots and other information. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed, and definitely thanks a lot, Dr. Abdul Basit. And see, our audience are
before I go.
Yes, please.
Before I go, I just want to say for all of you that please kindly visit our page, which is I think Ahmed Bari, Mr. Ahmed Bari would have definitely shared. This is for our campaigns. This is very important. Youth are the backbones of any country. So please visit us. It's the World Humanitarian Drive, which is on Facebook. We are in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And I love to be enrolled, be a support for this International Youth Summit. Fantastic work done by Mr. Ahmed Bari. And please
thank you so much.
Read my book, which I've written, which is called Re-Engineering Happiness. This book is written by me. And this book is about bringing in morality as a pathway for your peace. And a way of life begins with you. Remember the word, the way of life begins with you. So read my book, Re-Engineering Happiness. Visit our Facebook page, which is World Humanitarian Drive. Okay, and I love you all. Please be honest, and remember what I told you: honesty, equality, loyalty, priority, which will lead to prosperity. Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. And yes, our audience are also requesting to like arrange another session and invite Dr. Abdul Basit. Yes, we
Sure,
will also
will.
do that, and we will talk to him, and hope he will give us the time to attend another session. And again, thanks a lot, both of you, Mr. Ahmed and Dr. Abdul Basit, for giving us the time. It was wonderful session, and all of us enjoyed and learned really good tools. Okay, dear audience, so here I am going to share you the Google Form link to claim your gift training manual, but keep in mind that the 4-digit must be correct. If you submit the Google form but the digits are not correct, then you won't be qualified for the gift. Okay, so be careful and submit the form according to the guideline. And finally, the form will be open for next 15 minutes only. Okay, so thank you so much. Thanks a lot, everyone. So we are going to sign out from here. Okay, bye-bye. Goodbye. Stay home. Stay safe. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.